Again, I'm still here on the project, building capacity around my mouth, but I got something to back it up. What do you think? Let's discuss it. This is Samson Toll, Liberian Public Radio. But I want to bring your attention to a show that I'm going to be having tonight. It's going to be very interesting. I'm encouraging all of you, those of you that are listening to this video, to tune in tonight, because perhaps this might be some of the reason why we have all of the mess that is going on in our own country. Because you have to listen to these things. These things, the trouble we've been having in Liberia didn't start overnight. These are things that's been happening from time to time. There are those who came before us, past generation, failed to recognize these things, and will continue to repeat them, and because we ourselves have not yet able to recognize and see if these things can be rectified, so that this country, beautiful country of ours, can be built just by our hands as Liberian. It doesn't matter who you are at this point. Concord country, it doesn't even exist anymore. We're all one another. We're all one country, one people. But if we do not understand why these things are happening to us, we're most likely not going to be able to find solution. So I ask you tonight to join me.
Yet, how does one begin to help people who swim on their own flooded streets to voting booths to vote incompetent criminals back into office?
Yes, that is a big question we all have to answer. How do you help people who will go to the voting booth swimming in their own flooded streets just to vote people in offices who are incompetent? And those incompetent people that are being voted in offices will also appoint people who are also incompetent. So this is like a big deal. How do we help our brothers and sisters to make sure that their voting rights are utilized effectively? They have the voting cards. They must be told how important their voting cards are to all of us. And so I'm saying, those of us that have this platform, this is not time for hate. You don't come into this because you hate. You must do all you can to educate the voters themselves, how important their voting cards are. Because if their vote our leaders being able to do what is right for our people. Join me this evening as I try to explore this particular question and many more that will be coming. Join me this evening at 8 Eastern Time, 5 Pacific, where we will take on this question and be able to see how much we can go. With your help, we, the Liberian people, will be able to educate our brothers and sisters that have the right to vote whoever they want, but they must do so with responsibility. This is Samson Toll, Liberian Public Radio. Thank you very much.
C'est autissement, encore une autre fidèle qui l'Amérique n'a pas bloqué nous. Quand il y a Sylvie, il y a quoi qui j'ai vu presse. L'Amérique n'a pas bloqué. T'as bien de moi avec nous. En ce moment, on va battre au moins néo. Mon temps dit est à mon ça bat des fois moins dit quoi. Toi, là le pays.
Doing anything that people get to amend it. And with me from 2005 to date, we all doing anything. I've done something. Trust me. I'll be re-elected. You understand? So you don't need to fight. You don't need to destroy your country. You don't need to even condemn your country. You have to be inspired, peacefully, and then convince the people, persuade people. Politics is about persuasion. And it's about what you have done for your people. I have done so much that I don't need pay for. You know why I don't need pay for? Because Liberians love me and they promoted me when I was on a soccer page. You know what I'm saying? And they were proud to be Liberian when I was on the soccer page. And I've done my best for my country. I'm a former peace ambassador. It doesn't matter what people say. I'm on record.
Ìyàwó abẹ́lá lókè yóò níbi tó jọba yìí níbi tó yànba máa ti sì mọ̀ pé yóò máa jẹ́ jíjí wọ́n pè sàmẹ́ fọ́sí o sí ti connect. L'animateur Choco Noska Yasen de Toyebi l'homme a tout fait pour Mivito Aniche les vieux.
Henry, I can tell you the problem of this country with respect to prices, with respect to health, with respect to education, and largely tied to roads. There are no roads. You don't see opportunities where they should be when you don't have roads. From up to 173 years, we only have one road. How do you know what is happening in Bapolu when you don't have roads? You don't go there. The prices of goods, commodities in the market are high because to get them to where they are needed. So there's no way you can, when I talk about road, I'm not talking about putting road on the sidewalk in Monrovia, $50,000 road and make it $3 million. We're talking about roads that will open up the country. We're talking about roads that will open up opportunities, roads that will get businesses going, and dependency reduced because people believe their goods and commodities can get to the market. That's what we're talking about.
But we will prosecute and will confiscate assets that people steal and acquire by illicit means. I often say that in Liberia, when people get caught, they send their wife, they send their children, they send their relatives, whatever, to come and beg. I'm saying the Liberian people, don't come and beg. You know, don't come and tell me, oh, stand to help you get elected. He talked nice about you on the radio station. Now he's stealing, so forgive him. Stanley should have known when he was stealing that we're going to punish him. So there's going to be consequences. That's the first thing. Then we have to make sure we're paying people a living wage. So we did the arithmetic, we did the math in 2017 that when you look at policeman's salary or healthcare worker's salary or teacher's salary, by the middle of the month, the money finished. By the time they pay rent, they buy food, they pay the children tuition, and of course, they're not going to starve, right? So the policeman will pull you over, the teacher will accept bribe, they change grades.
Good evening, folks. Samson told LeBron Public Radio. We're here again this evening. We say thank you. Despite all of the issue we're facing with Facebook and all that stuff, well, we say thank you. Please share this video as much as you can. Samson told LeBron Public Radio. We appreciate all of you that are tuning in this evening. We say thank you very much. Safety, Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again. Oh my God, thank you. Twice in a row, you have intervened. Oh my God, you're just a wonderful, wonderful God we have. You have Liberians pouring into the stadium twice in a row. And everyone was safe, except for those who you call home during the CDC one time. But my Lord, I ask you for those families to have solace. Bless the soul of the brothers and sisters. Oh my goodness, Jesus, thank you. Look at the amount of crowd from CDC to Unity Party. Liberians are eager, and with your guidance, with your help, with your protection, they will get there. Thank you, my Lord. Yeah. I can even stay here tonight, the entire night, and just thank you. I don't have to say anything, but just say thank you. My Lord, the election is just around the corner. Continue to guide the process. Bless the leaders of the Republic of Liberia. President Weah is here in the United States. My God, guide him, bless him, give him wisdom as well. He's here to represent us. Until his time is over, he's our president. And we ask you, my Lord, continue to bless him. Bless him. We pray for him, that everything he touches while he's representing us, that indeed it will be of a good, decent proposal. My Lord, we ask you to bless the opposition leadership. All of them, we put them in your hands for safeguard, protection, and everything else. Oh, my Lord, we just thank you again. We thank you again tonight. We thank you for this wonderful day. We thank you. Oh, my God. Thank you. We ask that you continue to bless the Republic of Liberia. My Lord, it's in your hands. And we trust and know that you will help us out. You have done it before, so we're not surprised. Thank you. My Lord, we ask you to bless the host country, the United States of America. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, folks, let's go ahead. Samson told LeBron Public Radio. Our past sorry. Our man fool us. Our past sorry. Our man fool us. You think I here to come play around? Oh man, let me as our pastor. What a man! The man partner died. May their soul be rest in peace, of course. But I'm just saying, big man like me, oh man like me, our pastor, our man fool us. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. I want to say, my wife is looking at me and she's shaking her head. What a pie, man. Oh my goodness. She slammed the studio door. Our pastor, our man fool. She can't have but who the man talking? Folks, Samson told La Proper Radio. I hope I'm audible here tonight. I hope you guys can hear me. It's been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. We want to thank God. We want to thank God. Why is this thing way behind time? Huh? Now you're talking. Now you're talking. Okay. Okay. So, folks, Samson told La Proper Radio. I want to thank all of you again for this wonderful, wonderful show. I'm trying to get myself to. Why is this thing going back and forth here tonight? What's going on here? Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead. First thing first, Honorable Ambassador, former Vice President, Jose Nyiman Bakai. Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations to you and your team, the rescue team. You guys showed that indeed Liberians are behind you. We want to thank you. Not only because of the showing of the crowd yesterday, because I'm not into this crowd politics, but I want to thank you for the organizational process. Those who organized this thing and have Liberian people, children, pouring into the field yesterday. Thank you, guys. You know, these are kinds of things that when they happen, then we indeed in a West African region, indeed, Liberia is not only the young people are sophisticated, not only the Liberians are up to the path to make sure election happen freely, but they are eager and willing to do whatever it takes to make sure democracy survive in our country because they have their bad experience. It was raining yesterday. I mean, look at the people were swimming, going to whatever they were going to. Oh, my goodness. I take my hat off to you, Liberians. I say thank you. Thank you very much. I'm not too sure what is happening, but we're on it. We're on it. Okay, folks, Samson told. As you know, Facebook had I'm not too sure why they said that I'm not eligible to have my post share, but please share this video as much as you can, please. Okay. Say you're watching. Thank you very much. I'm not too sure if I'm audible enough for people over there to hear me. But folks, again, what happened yesterday, it's not because I admire Ambassador Baka, but I truly, truly appreciate Liberians. I also want to say thank you to CDC and its people. Folks, this is something we need to stand on top of a mountain, on top of the hill, and yell and scream to say thanks to all of you Liberians. This is election. CDC had a rally, Unity Party, and there was no, my goodness, the sophistication level and the level of understanding among our brothers and sisters that we have been taking for granted for long, it truly, truly, truly manifested itself yesterday. In that you didn't see no sedition trying to disturb the people's peace. You didn't see anybody out there that don't have business to be out there. Oh, Liberian, you're good. Oh, you're good. I hope y'all keep it like that. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. You make us proud. You continue to make us proud. Please. It just for me right now, I don't care who you're going to vote for. But the maturity in you, the level of maturity from all of you, from CDC side, from United side, from it was unbelievable as far as I'm concerned. I think you guys are just wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All around us, noise, in Guinea noise, in Sierra Leone noise. My goodness, in Africa noise. In Liberia, we're having an election. And you have thousands and thousands of people wearing different color of t-shirt and were able to march. No disturb. LCDC, thank you. I always say there were people who made trouble, but tonight I can't say y'all. Let me play the old list. Amen. CDC, y'all make me real proud tonight, man. Yeah, you know, you people must say we don't get along, but I think the one I have to give it to you. Let's listen to our man.
Yo. Take away.
There we go. The madam is telling us this is truly. Ah, my goodness. All of you guys that have doubt in the ability of Liberian to be peaceful, yesterday demonstrated, because CDC had their launching. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe, yeah, okay. But knowing who sedition, people who carry casket, they carry casket on their head of somebody who is still alive, eating cassava leaf, eating tabaki, then they carry that person's casket. But yesterday, now we ain't yet from CDC. Oh, I'm so proud of sedition, man. Ah, yeah. The only bad thing is not sedition at all. But I am on a cover sedition if you want to come. Folks, no, I'm so happy. I'm so happy, to be honest with you. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to have so please share the video as much as possible for me. I'm not too sure why I'm not able to share anything. I'll check it out later, but I try sharing. Nobody, they won't let me share. But please share this video. But folks, no, on a very serious note, the situation yesterday, while we were all proud of us as Liberian, you got noise in Sierra Leone. That noise is still happening right next door neighbor. And all yesterday, you know, when I opened I was just scrolling through Facebook, you know, looking for something. I keep saying, hey, Lord, please, let CDC and the people stay home. Let them allow United People Party to have their day in the rain. Not sun, no shine, no sun, but rain. And CDC allows Unity Party to have their day in the rain. Ah, my people. Yeah, like we will get there. When you do those kinds of stuff, then you'll show some of us to say, yes, indeed, the good days of Liberia, the better day of Liberia is way ahead of us. It's not behind us. For you young people to show that indeed violence does not belong in election. All our noise the other people making, for you to show us yesterday that you respect the rule and law. CDC. And one of the things I was hoping, oh my goodness, God is wonderful. One of the fear that I have yesterday was, okay, why is somebody decide they want to cause trouble? They go and hire other people. Then all of them wear CDC shirt because CDC t-shirt is still there. They wear CDC shirt and then go in this step. What you think people like me would say? I will blame CDC. The other people that carrying casket, I'll be all over here. But my people, they make me sing. I eat crow on CDC. I eat crow tonight on CDC. That one I'm not gonna hide it. I appreciate CDC. Y'all see my hair? I take your foot out of your mouth tonight. CDC, you see my hair? I take your foot out. Y'all really get it. Y'all did it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys. If anybody else we're supposed to thank, yes. Besides Unity Party, we're supposed to also thank CDC to allow Unity Party to have their day in the rain. Thank you. Thank you. That was wonderful. Wonderful. It was like yesterday for me. When I was on here last night, all I could say that I was happy, but I tried to contain myself. For me, yesterday was Super Bowl, World Cup, African Cup of Nation final, European Cup final, all of them combined yesterday. That's how happy I was. And anything that I pointed to yesterday won the game. What? Yeah, you guys were wonderful. Thank you. Because the reason why I'm so happy for all of us here, because it could have easily gone the worst way yesterday. It's if people wear CDC t-shirt, they decide to disturb. Unity Party were not going to sit down because there are people already in Unity Party that was hoping for that. Because there were people that were making statements. The CDC got monopoly over violence. So when you start making these kinds of statements, you wipe out the friendships among your people. But CDC said, whoa, we made your sheen. We ain't gonna make any flower. You go in your ring, you have your day. Yeah, sedition. Wonderful. I think they listen to President we have, and they follow President we are lead. No violence. If the people are going to beat me, President we will say, let them beat me. No violence. I give it to them, CDC. They're the same people 2-3 weeks ago were carrying casket around, or somebody that was eating tawagi. They open Ambassador Baka window like that. They saw him there eating. Oh, the man eating. You don't carry a casket. And they put him up. The man died yet. But here they are. Yesterday, they say, Unity Party, you go. Morea for you. You do whatever you want to do. And so, on a very serious note, I take my hat off to Sedition and many of you Liberians that allow peace to reign yesterday. Thank you. So let us go now to politics now that we're finished congratulating everybody else. Let's go now to politics, folks. President Weah is here in the United States, and he's here to give his speech. I'm hoping that will be the last one for him. I'm hoping, and I'm hoping like many Liberians will agree with me. I've been on here now that I say they won't deny him his request, not because of hate, but because I'm saying they won't deny him his request based on policy, because his policy has failed us miserably. And you say, which one? You asking me which one I'm gonna need the policy? Do I know the policy guru here? I'm gonna need policy to you? I beg you, man. I say policy fail. Why you mean? Which one? No, on a very serious note. President Weah, let me play this, then I can go into it a little bit tonight. Let me play this.
That the most effective way to directly impact the poor and to narrow the gap between the rich and poor is to ensure that public resources do not end up in the pocket of government officials.
To narrow the gap between rich and poor is to ensure that the government resources, the country resources that belong to all of us, that's not ending up in the pocket of government officials. What happened with Honorable Margil? What was the accusation they had against him? What happened with Prince Johnson? What happened with Honorable Bill Twiley? What happened with Honorable Seaford? What happened with Honorable Sharma? I think they were accused of the same thing the president trying to talk about, that they, in fact, they were putting government resources in their pocket. Why is it that this president is unable to make sure these things are taken care of. Is it because he does not have the power to do so? I said, far from it. Far from it. I believe the president has the power, except he doesn't want to utilize it. That's my belief. Because if you're going to sit there for 5+ years, the senior advisors you have from day one, they've been your advisor ever since. The entire country rocking up and down. The same finance minister for 5+ years. Nothing. The same gender minister 5+ years. Nothing. And I can go on and on and on and on and on. You want to tell me, President, these people, they are the only Liberians that have the ability to help you move the country forward? I don't think so. I don't think so. And your failure to recognize that, to bring in Liberians who have the ability to help you move the country forward, you should always be at the head. I'm not questioning that. But I'm questioning your inability to allow other Liberians that you know very well have the ability to help you move the country forward. You refuse completely. You want to tell me there are no Liberians besides those that you already have. There's no other Liberian that have the qualification, to do what these inept people have been doing, doing nothing pretty much for the last 5+ years, President Weah. You have nobody else but yourself to blame on this. Because some of us here from day one being said, hey, President, man, y'all get it. During the 2017, the President, man, and you came and you proved us wrong. But immediately after your inaugural speech, President Weah, you decided to put friendship above Liberian people. Look at the amount of concession. Look at the amount of contracts. Just look within your circle. People who, just like me, were broke like just a church rat. Look at them today, President Weah. Look at these people today. Just tell them, what do you have? Let me see your house. And you will see so many people that came with you that were just broke like me. Because see the houses in Liberia. Where they get that kind of money from? Oh, LPA. But they still doing LPA in Liberia. I know that one there. They're still doing LPA in Liberia. So even if they're doing LPA, the Liberian people just take their money and give it to them. President Weah, I know some facts. There are some people, I'm not going to call their name. I'm going to go up and count down. I'm not going to call their name. But there are some people that just want kickback. Every little contract that you, President, man. Again, these people, they are not patriotic. I was reading something here today. Yeah. Some guy put up some history stuff on Facebook. Oh, the Facebook, now you ain't let me up. But there's something over there where I believe it was 1980 something or so, somewhere 90 something, where President Weah, according to the history, according to the newspaper, President Weah opened $40,000 scholarship for Liberians in Liberia. $40,000. This is a man that was still playing football and he was helping people in Liberia. Now he's at the helm of the whole entire country. And because of these people that he has around him, they are not able to help him. They couldn't help him to move. The man can't do it all by himself. He can't. He trusts these people, trusted them wholeheartedly. And that's what Liberians are blaming you, Mr. President. The people, even me, I was your own brother. Do you know me, sir? You even know me, but I consider myself brother. I'm your older brother. You don't even know me. You don't even know where I come from, but I consider myself older brother. But on a very serious note, you have not done anything to change these people. It's a government process. It's not a farm. You yourself, you play football every You play, you know you are the best. Everything in football, you are the best. Nothing. Your record still stand. Sit down there, king, they can't break it. What's his name? Neymar then king, they can't Messi then they can't break it. Nobody can touch that record. You got African player, drop out there, they can't get it. Who's gonna touch that? The person who's gonna break a record, that person ain't born yet. But then, with all that you got in Liberia, they elected you, Mr. President. They elected you. And you have these people around, you let these people put you in a bubble. You know, when you were opening, you said, you know, I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. When you are opening door community role, you told them, I have the video here. You said yesterday, I came here. You ain't see me. You ain't see me. I came here in my car. I was watching you. Then you say you saw one motorball guy putting 4 or 5 people on the board. You told, hey, put it down. Are you carry? You alone carry that accident you looking for? That is the president we are that we know. But when people talk you, they put you in a bubble. The only time they let you out when the election coming. When was the last time besides the election and when you're going to open a park then? That's not the time to visit those people. That's the same place you grew up. When was the last time you stepped on those people's area by yourself to go see for yourself? Baku, every day. Oh, Baku? Yeah, Baku. What, that people there? Nobody can tell you the truth that people to hang with. That the people you're going to hang with, you want us to give you another 6 years? Well, you see people, you're not even coming yourself to tell us, no, when you're giving 6 years, these people are going to go. You know these people are not helpful to you. Look at the country. Look at the country. Since you came in, President Weah, it been up and down. Confusion here. Not the violent confusion I'm not talking about, but internal economy. You came in, your hammer, labadua. Hammer, laladua. I'm not even going to call it real Nisa. Because I don't know it. I'm allowed, whatever. Samuel 12, you have Samuel 12. You know, way back 2005, Dr. Famler wrote something about Samuel 12. Long piece, I think about a 30 or 40-page paper he wrote about Samuel 12. I read it. But Dr. Formula paper, when you read it, you got to get dictionary on the side so you will know what he's talking about. If you don't read it with dictionary, you will not even know what he's talking about. But the point here is this. Samuel 12 is one of the smartest young men in Liberia, as far as I'm concerned. But because he feels he's so smart, he doesn't want anybody to question whatever he's doing. And the European nation, of course, this is your face, your economic face. So they will only give you the minimum. They're not going to give you maximum. Many of the time, you and other presidents go places, and the people will be raking the money. And the people like you because you did a lot for Europe. There's no question asked. Your football business, you did a lot for Europe. Look what happened in Israel the last time when you went. You think the people were anxious to see you because of your political activities, because your political leadership. Please, they were running after to see you because of what you did in Europe. So those people that were running after you to see you in Israel, that was anxious to see you, they were bringing their children to tell their children, you see, that the man was telling you about on dinner table. I'm not lying. Yeah, the man here. Because when they sit down at the dinner table, when they're ready to talk about you, their children look like, yeah, right, Dad. Yeah, what kind of man will have that kind of ability to do those things? It was you're saying in Africa, okay, right. So when they were running after, some of them had their kids with them. So yeah, the man I've been talking. I say I was lying. Yeah, the man here. That thing you did. But when you came to Liberia, why didn't you get people with you? Somebody called me one time. There was an incident when you had the football business and you were supposed to bring in old timer. What did you do, President Weah? We got Mama Musa. We got those people, old people, the people who helped to build Liberia in terms of soccer. Mama Musa, Paul brother, Santo Maria there. Even they walking with stick, put them on the field. Okay, about not there. People, even if they're old, you didn't do that. What did you go? You went outside of Liberia and collected players from other country. After the game, they went home. They help you to praise anything. They help you to stabilize anything. Nothing. And then the person called you, say, "You see, Mr. Two, I've been telling you, because I used to be one of those. We'll have these kinds of conversation. The man's a footballer. Y'all know that. Yeah, but the man always think for himself. No, that's not the man I know. That's not the man. And he ain't happy. It didn't. And you brought a footballer. You didn't bring. You don't think you should have gone people that be around town. Football business in Liberia, President, where you know it. If you are to say, I'm going to Nuclear Town to get some old players, I'm going to West Point to get some old players, you will see people coming on the field. You will see some old players coming on the field, putting their boots on here with file, sharpening it the way they used to do the coconut plantation. You don't do that one. You left people who build a mat for you to stand on to start planting your own mat. You didn't do that. You didn't bring those people on to help you shine. You went, you brought people from other country. After the game, they went. That was it. Whereas if you were to bring people like Mama Musa, if you were to bring people like Abona, if you were to bring people like Agreden, they can't walk again. The other man said they can't walk again. Iron Gate then, Sabamaya then, you bring those people. When they come into Liberia, they're all from Liberia. When they come into Liberia, they will put on one or two, whatever it is that they have, because they have to stay there, family there. They come in with things so that their family will be able to enjoy them too. But the foreigner you brought, what they bring with them? Nothing. They brought their bag. We're closing it. After that, they packed their clothes and left. They got nothing to leave behind. Nothing. Why were you not thinking that way? What did people do to you so much, President Weah? What have the soccer world in Liberia did to you what have they done to you that perhaps got you so upset with them? I remember one time Josiah Johnson made a statement. He said, "A young man, you say he want me to be president. They make you put in the soccer place so you run the soccer world. Your league, you say he ain't able that one either. They may want to be president now you're complaining." I remember reading that about Josiah Johnson. People respecting you. But what did you do? Nothing. Nothing. We heard Money was telling us here that when they took what's his name, Tuckman over you cry. According to Money. And said, "Have you leaving me behind because of this person?" Those things was very helpful to many sedition. They didn't forget. They knew that you have the ability. And when you came in, President Weah, look at the speech that you gave over there at the inaugural program. That speech, that's something Liberian would look upon, just like Abraham Gettysburg, whatever speech he gave here, Abraham Lincoln. That's how that speech, that's how powerful that speech was, just like something coming from Martin Luther King. That speech was something that coming from the other man here, Malcolm X. There. You know, it was so powerful. But guess what? Those who put in the Bible, they recognize that. They said, no, we're not going to have that. The kind of speech he gave, who wrote it? Look at tell me the person who wrote that speech, what other person stay with you? Tell me what other person stay with you. So I bet you that person that drove him out. And the people put you in a bubble. They put you in a bubble. Says that the mountain begin, the mountain. I shining. I want to buy and I run back. Then the people you decided to put you in a bubble. I've been saying that here for almost 4 years. The people putting the president in a bubble. Nobody will listen to me. On one hand, I come and talk both sides of my mouth now. On one hand, I'm blaming you because these so-called both people, they say you know both. The one that who they want to help you to run with the country, they got to get people. The people you get to, they say, well, don't listen to people. They say you know both. We say you know both. They were their own interest. Come to Papa. You ran to them because you have no other choice. But I thought by you doing that, you would have been smart enough to outsmart those people. But you didn't do that. President Weah, I'm confused still. In as much as I want you to be only one-term president, I'm confused still. Because I like you a lot. I've been telling everybody here about you. There's no question asked. Look at the program you have over there in Sasstown. The unity cry you cry in Sasstown. It stay here on my computer. I'll be playing it from time to time. That the CDC Sao pour agitated together. They call it English in Montreal. That's what you are doing. That was the kind of leadership we thought we were going to get from you. But what did we get? When you came in, who told you that the Chinese were going to give you $500 million to build coastal highway? Where that idea come from? It ain't come from you. But because you rushed to those people, you didn't ask questions. It took the two brothers, Fadika brother, to poke holes in all of you guys' stuff. Blue. That one went away. They have $1 billion from the Chinese company. The company didn't even get office. It went away. Because the people, they're smart. They were coming to make a promise to them that Liberians were going to pay. And whatever little resources and little money we get, resources we get, we're going to be paying people for almost 50, 60 years. Then they use us as collateral to get money for themselves. That one fell out. Then you came up with another one. They went apart. You were so smart. You put Samson on the inside. Samson as an engineer were over here, all over. Hey, my people, President, we are not doing you. Hey, yeah, they may forget. Or you even put total in a store. Hey, they come and build row in total. And he go anywhere. What's the name? Bagugu Bagada from Burkina Faso. And he go nowhere. You left from there. You say, we will bring light. You see, this is how the people lie to you all the time. But for some reason, you always allow these people to bring the foolishness to you. Because as soon as they start something, Bagu, they call you Bagu, you sit down. Anytime they come, they call you Bagu, oh yeah, hey, chief, they start clapping for you, you sit down. They kind of lie to you, say somebody can rent a ship with electricity to electrify the entire city of Monrovia. They were going to park at the free port. What happened? That one ain't go nowhere. Gone. There was a guy that came from Australia. One of the mining giants in Australia. He met you at your compound, which I got the video of the entire compound. I'm not going to share with nobody. I say so. I have the video of your entire compound. Brand new. I have that video. I'm not going to share with nobody. Because I don't have business. But that's not the point. You went there and met with a guy at your compound. Eugene Falcon there. They were all in front of it. What happened? Nowhere. The Saudi, whatever they say, oh, we're coming. You start making noise. Nothing. But when you go out as an individual, the president of the Republic of Liberia, the superstar of Liberia, you go out and the people look at you. They agree. Whatever it is you want to get for us, you bring the money in. You bring the contract in. People agree to work with us. Give us this and give us that. All because of you. Then when the money comes, the people supposed to impact Liberians. They say, okay, there's a contract here to build road or to build this. Okay, 100,000, yeah, okay. Or 200,000, yeah, okay. People that didn't even, they don't know how you got the money. They don't know, President, how you got the money. But because they've been lying to you, say they're doing something good. They've been lying to you, say they're doing good. They don't know how you got the money. All that time you are begging for the money for us on our behalf. They were not there. The national money car, they want 50% of that money for the contract. Like the contractor too, be anxious to get money. So he said, okay, I'll take 100,000. Then they gave him down the paper. They gave him 200,000 contract. They're taking 100,000. He taking 100,000. Then what kind of product he gonna give you? 100,000 worth of product and he worth of fasten. That the same thing happened with the Morel Highway, Ralphie Highway. $110 million, President Weah, that you fought for. You fought for it because you wanted Ralphie Highway to be fixed. Because for years, you yourself drove on the highway. You knew you're not an engineer, but you knew very well that road was not good. And you said to yourself, I will fix this road. You brought the road. And you turn it over to friends. They started chakling the elephant meat. Take piece here, take the one here, that one take this, that one take. 5 cents. They ain't got to offer you. 5 cents. They don't have. They took the money, split it among themselves. That one, they want that one. $110 million project. Look how bad the road is right now. Look where we are. Look where we are. Look where we are. Look where we are, President Weah. You yourself, you just drove the road. You drove on that road about maybe 4 or 5 days ago. But guess what? When you're driving, the dust or in the rain, when they're going like this, you just sit down. They make you look at you. Who? Open we are? That open we are, the people not make the bobo? That open we are? The man who split that guy's nose. Some kind of cut stuff. The man who, when Open Weah was going a go, he can't step on Open Weah finger. Open Weah said, oh, my man, yeah. It's okay. They're reaching a tunnel. When they were walking the tunnel, you can see the video. They're walking the tunnel. When they come by, the man was holding his face. He couldn't open his head, no, because his nose fall down in your hand. That they Open Weah, the people got hold of you and turn you to bobo. When war was fighting in Liberia, you used to fly your wife, your current wife. George, you're going again. Baby, that's my country. I have to go. I have to be there. That my people need me. That they Open where the people turn to bobo around here. Baku, that Baku business you came here for? You from Southeast, Sasstown. President, we are Sasstown. You never heard of Sasstown War? Sasstown War? The best warrior in Liberia. That's Sasstown. Sasstown. Because of Sasstown, there was a war. They called Sasstown War. Well, some of my old papas then used to tell me. They said the war was not easy. I'm talking about both people, historian people. I say some of my old papas then that fought in that war. They used to tell me. So it was not easy. But there's people from Sasstown. They are not people you can push around. Then you can't be president. You let they go at people. Then they all come frugal. They just do you like this. What kind of business this? I say so. You let my get then you hold you like they like you. Hey, President, we are. They say we are the crew name. We are that in Liberia. When they say crewman, you don't put foot. You fool crewman. You ever to put foot in Liberia? When they say number one grabber man, the crew. Then you crewman, they say we are. Then when my get then tell you, they call you Baku, Baku, Baku. That and but President, we are man, man, begin. Why? You want to tell me all over the world, with all of these Liberians, nobody that you can trust to work with you to move that country. Instead, you decide to depend on few people. And once they felt that you are depending on them, they decide to use you and use our country. President, we cannot, because of our love for you, continue to allow these people to derail. Look at your proper agenda. You know who wrote that? Marvin Corker. I will call him in today. One of the smartest Liberians. I've seen him, I've talked to him, I know him. Smart, very, very, very smart. Look at what he wrote, your proper agenda. Marvin Crawford wrote that. Where Marvin Crawford come from? Liberty Party. The people sat down and wrote that. You can't bring those people on board for them to work with you. You allow these people because they knew very well that if they allow you to bring people who are sincere, they will not steal. They ain't ever. So they said, the man, that's not good man. That's something to. And that's something to. The man was, he will not do good for you, person. He will steal from you. They say, okay, I'll keep that one there. Many of the people that are working in the ministry, you don't even know them. You don't know them. Minister them, you don't know them. You myself, when we sit down face to face, if I were to ask you right now, how the other person get a minister position, you don't know. Because there were people that are collecting money, President, we are. For these people. Look, any people say passport, you're selling passport again, they're putting all I want on you. They're putting it on you, President, we are. They're putting all I want on you. But what do we say? What do we say? How do we defend that? Then when they're ready, they say, oh, y'all look at the government. That's so southeastern. Yeah, but it can't be like that. That's so southeastern. People, that's so Boku there. That's so grandpa, that's southeastern. Oh, the government, that's so southeastern. They forgot the night TV thing, your minister of justice. Hey, not from Southeast, though. The former Pongipan, he's not from Southeast, though. People who are in top position, in control of the country, they're not from Southeast, though. But they say, we the Southeastern, we enjoying from you. Go look at the road. Right now, Rini, you can't even leave from Total to go to Sunny Wayne. You know how many miles that is? About 6 or 7 miles. If you get on the road, take your car from Total to Sunny Wayne, it will take you 2 days. That's Southeast Road. When it's raining right now, you got to Morea, you can leave Morea and go to Ganda and come back. When it's raining right now, you can leave from Morea and go to Banga and come back. You can't do that with any of these Southeastern cities, my people. But they say, we the Southeastern, we enjoying from you. Oh, plenty. They say your government are so of us. We enjoying. President, we are. And you want the people to give you second turn. If it's just you alone, myself, I will stay here whole day, whole night, and pray to God for you to get second turn. But now you alone, the people you got around you must go. They must leave. They are not able. They are unable to take you to the next level. This is what I would suggest to you. I'm beginning. You know, I know many of you know Mike Gacy. Yeah, people like Mike Gacy Jobber there. I will call a few people name here tonight. Coro there, Gene Coro there. The one I call Bollywood. What's the other guy name? The other tall Lamont kid. We all grew up in the barriers. So. Was somewhere there and guessing Java, we all grew up. But guessing, Mike guessing then was I used to see Mike guessing. I don't know exactly what area he grew up in, but we all used to play right there on GW guessing basketball court for Freetown ball. All the people. Okay, so we are around. But the point here is this. A football brought you all the way. And you went over there. And the people who are supposed to be with you, foot to foot, they are not. Your advisor then. Why you think people get advisor? That's not something, everything the advisor will tell you, say, then yeah, I agree with you. No. But the advisor, when they say something, you have to think and consider before you say, But they put you in a bubble. Sometimes you ride in the street of your own street of Monrovia, President Weah. The street, when you used to walk the street of Monrovia, you used to go to Roxas Cinema. That one car used to carry you. Who want to carry you in Liberia? Who will want to carry upon in Liberia? The wartime. The Hindway. That this time, who will put foot on you? Upon we are the son of Liberia. Who able to put their foot on you? Before I say, hey. But anyway, you go down there, hey, Mr. President, get in the car. One. You're doing one. They're ready. They're doing almost 80 miles on what the major Tubman Boulevard. They're doing 80 miles. You can't even see before you look. They think all the people, the people who sell in market, who sell in the street, you just passing by them free. You can't even see them. You can't see them because they know who you. You see the people, they're not stupid, President. We are. They're not stupid. You think the people are stupid? They know very well who you are. With your soft heart, they know if you take your time to drive in Monrovia and see these suffering people, they know what your reaction is going to be. They don't want that. They want you to have a strong heart so they'll continue to steal from you. Because they know very well that if you see these people suffering in Liberia, in the street of Monrovia, you yourself, you been there. They know that thing will hate you. They will hate you. Look at the statement. Look, they were not where you were when you alone went to that night before you open a door community. Look at the statement you made. I was here yesterday. You didn't even see me. I drove myself. You didn't see me. And you saw that young man putting 3-4 people on our motorbike. And the thing hate you. It hate you. Amen. If people have let you alone, President, we are if you are to bring people, good people around you, the kind of thing you are going to do in our country, the good thing you are going to do in our country, the good thing you are going to do. You think they're burying part here and think that thing you are going to do? Man, I beg you, man. That aren't you the same President we are that used to go from refugee camp to refugee camp? Who forcing you that time? That you the one will be president in Liberia, and you go from city to city, state to county to county, reading season or no reading season. That you, but they put you in a bubble. They make sure you stay. Anytime you get outside, you stay in the car because they think that somebody who want to harm you, President. We are who in their right mind in our country that will look at the son of Liberia. The most popular Liberian to say, I want to. They stupid. They ain't able. They ain't able. Why you think people are charging them? All that, the begin want he want to be president. You think Charter really want to harm you? You think he ain't able? But the people knew exactly who you are. Then you hear, you let the see the people that can't even keep land. You let them put you in the bubble and control you from the bubble. You're coming back. You say you want second term. So if they give you second term, you will bring the same feces with you. Then poverty will come back again with 2-0 against us. Then road network will come back again against 4-0 against us. At least road network maybe will score 1 goal. Okay? Education will 3 against or 3 against us. We got 1 goal against them because you're paying people for wire fee. President, we are. The only thing I can say to you, and I'm getting ready to open the line. I'm going to be opening the line, folks. But President, we are the only thing I can say to you is this. The good thing, those of us that like you and admire you and really liked you, we know you're young and we know God is with you. You will live for a long time. God knows that one. And we'll pray for that. Leave. When you're coming back, 2029, when you're coming back, you're coming with wisdom, you're coming with experience, and you will not bring the same feces people around you. You will not bring the same feces. You will be fine after this election. After this election, when you guys leave, the people will not even be your friend. They will not even want to talk to you. They will not want to talk to you. You will see. As soon as this thing over, and it's all President Ambassador Baka now win, you'll see how many people will jump carpet and try to work for Ambassador Baka. That the people you depend on. That the people you depend on. Begin. I don't know what to say. And as much as we love you and admire you and respect you, I said no. They will not get you second turn. Go home, settle down, rest a little bit, come back. Come back. And I know, because when you're coming back, when you come back for the second time, oh, you will not bring the people with you. They will not be your advisor then. You're going to bring people who truly believe in Liberia just like you. Not people who are going to be singing, praising to you, holding their hand to their mouth, Liberian people must shut up. Your Liberian president, we are saying, what? Yeah, begin the people they grind up whatever it is, they grind it. You test so you even chew it. You put your hands at you're gonna be all that John. They call our grandpa called John. They rub it like this and you eat it. They got control. That you judge we are. That you will look at Liberian people and then you allow the people to put their hand to their mouth telling Liberian people to shut up. That you and you agree with it. Man, please. Another real job we are that people know, man. I beg you. You're not telling me that the real job we are. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. President, we are. I'm sorry. But for me, in as much as I liked, respect, and honor you because things that you have done for us, but it's about Liberia. It's not about me. And because of that, I will say no. Your request must be rejected. Folks, Samson told Liberian Public Radio, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I will be out. I'll be back Thursday. And I will take on the opposition. And you know me, in as much as I support Ambassador Baka, I'm not going to sit down here and eat it with sugar. I will tell you the truth. God till I come in, don't worry, I will soon open a line. Don't worry, I will soon open a line. Thursday I will come. Opposition, you're ready for me. By that time, I was straightening the Facebook stuff. I don't know why Facebook playing with me like that. But I'm playing the man. Like bro, straight I go I turn it there, laying down total me Zaga boy will be Zaga boy fool around with me like that. Me and the monkey there, I'm way in the forest. Me and the monkey there, we're talking, we're having conversation. That Zaga boy will talk to me on Facebook. I beg you, man. But anyway, folks, Samson told LeBron Public Radio, let me open the line. Give me a call here before. But these things are, as we on a very serious note, as we do these things, they're very painful. They're very painful, to be honest with you. Because you have Liberians, our own brothers and sisters, believe that George Weah administration is all Southeastern. Forgetting to know that other people that are in our government are eating the most. They are not from Southeast. No, far from it. Far from it. So what happened now? People, what happened to my sister now? You're just giving me a minute. Hold on, Carter. I'm trying to connect you again. Hold on, Carter, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Samson told LeBron Public Radio, Carter, I haven't even put the number up yet, begin. Let me put the number up for you. Just sit tight now, don't go. Can you hear me?
All right, I'm here.
Okay. Just sit down. Let me put the number up now. Folks, I'm getting ready to put the number up. Give me a call here tonight. Samson told LeBron Public Radio. But then the people say, hey, Joe, we are government full of so Southeastern. The people who eating and enjoying themselves. When we start naming them here tonight, where you say now? Where you say? Oh, sorry. Sorry will eat. Sorry will eat. What people telling you something? That's my number there, folks. Y'all give me a call. Okay, Carter, go ahead. Samson told, go ahead. Oh man, what's on your mind?
Thank you so much, Mr. Toll. So you see one of the things you say on this program that we need to buttress is the myth or the lies that the opposition continues to run with, that this government is a predominantly Southeastern.
Carter, that the liberal running here yet tonight. Don't can't speak BB book here. I beg you. Don't do that one. Tell me where predominant.
The government is full of Southeastern of all.
Okay. All right, hold on, begin. Hold on.
This is just one of the many lies that are being carried around by the opposition and the government. Unfortunately, and a strong, sound man like you do not see most of the other lies. Only the other first lie, the lie you picked up when you talk about it. First of all, you should condemn that lie that this government is not full. Started doing his development not in the Southeast where he came from, but at least carry to places that that connect in the country. Like he said, you will connect cities, you will connect the country to other countries, you will connect.
Carter, let me ask you a serious question. It has nothing to do with politics. Will you not agree with me that if President Weah has, please, and you don't have to answer it. If you're not comfortable with it, that's fine with me. You don't have to answer it. But will you not agree with me that if President Weah has surrounded himself with people who would think like him, that he would have done much, much, much better things than what has happened under his watch?
So I will give you my honest opinion.
Okay.
With some of the people he appointed in government, that had the same purple idea. Some of the people he met in government that he agree with you. You should have fired them that came from the United Party that served in his government. But this is the problem. Just before President we have to take office, the very people start running propaganda that President we should include all Liberians. You should not dismiss other Liberians from government who do not subscribe to his ideology, who from other political parties. These are things that they start talking. President we actually said, I didn't come here to to fire people from government. I think that's so we can work together.
All right.
I didn't come to take job from people.
Okay.
So this the thing. This the thing I have. But when we talk about President, we have to fire people from around him. The first name that people are be speaking about is Samson. Samson is one of the finest Liberian economists. Finest.
Okay.
I don't see what Samson did that President we have to fire him.
Okay. All right.
I don't see what. You got somebody else on the line?
Oh, I got plenty. I got plenty people. I got plenty of people on here. So why don't you call back and why don't you call back and when we're ready to wrap up?
They get us stay on because I want to release you.
Okay, cut us stay there. Okay, Sister, go ahead. Then I can bring in Ambrose and Aaron. Sister, go ahead.
First thing, Keto, man, congratulations on the Bali Island deal. The man said he don't want to negotiate that deal. So congratulations, Keto. I got a text, my man. I got a text.
Oh my goodness, you kids. They will kill me the player. You go ahead, you enjoy yourself. Yeah.
but I like my brother. My brother come back. You come back, you can do it drive by shooting even one by a minute. I just hear you say that's not where it's one of the finest economists that we got in Liberia. It's kind of really kidding me. Right?
I said one of them. I didn't say he's the only one. I said one of them.
Yeah, I said even one of them. I said one of them.
Okay.
They can point to a graph without even knowing how to read a graph. That's that thing that big in you.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, make a point.
At the end of the day, here's one point I gotta make to Keto.
Okay.
When people were speaking to the CDC when they came to power about dismissing people, they were talking about civil servants. They were not talking about presidential appointees because there were people that were threatening people, and I know this, and you know that it was rampant. People were going to ministries,
going from office to office.
Civil servants,
right?
Yes, basic civil servants, and people were saying that the civil service law does not allow for the president to come or government official to come and remove civil service. They weren't talking about governmental appointees. So sometimes I don't muddy the water too much. And I know what people ask.
No. Cut down, hold on. Let it make. But you can't do it on the line. If you want to have that kind of conversation too, you can call each other. Yeah, no. Carter, you know we have the rule. Carter, we have the rule. Well, let's follow the rule. Let the man finish, and you'll come back.
No. I think.
Go ahead, Sissy. Go ahead, Sissy.
No, we want our audience to learn. So maybe if I'm mistaken, misunderstanding what Keto was saying, let me use my time to hear.
Okay, all right, Carter, go ahead.
That was the point.
Go ahead.
People were saying.
Okay, Carter, go ahead. The man yield to you, folks. Aaron, you just hold on. Let these two people adjust their point, and then I can open the line.
Before the president will even take office, he even sit down. The opposition start to run with our president. We are going to dismiss people from in government who are already in position, not civil servant. The law of civil, the president cannot fire civil servant. You know that, and the president knew that. But the people were talking about people who he met in office already. President, we didn't appoint all of his ministers, all of the cabinet ministers and directors. He didn't appoint, and there were people that were still there. He kept them there. And those are the people that other people are referring to.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sister, wrap it so I can bring the other people in.
Let me finish. Every minister, every presidential appointee that the president met there, he had to reappoint them. He didn't say nobody stay in government for an early time that he can and then reappoint. So don't make it to say them, right? But he was his prerogative.
He has a choice. He has a choice to say no or yes.
It was his prerogative. At the end of the day, though, what someone was speaking to, there were actual seditions. I can't tell you know that when I was watching, there were actual seditions going to government ministries and threatening basic civil servants that were going to dismiss them. Those are the ones some of us were talking about. Not the president has the authority. It's his prerogative to appoint who he wants to appoint. That is his prerogative. Nobody can ever kind of say, you take that from the president. Well, some of us, especially me, was talking about because we are seeing seditions threatening people. They were going to ministries and threatening civil servants with dismissal. That was the point we were speaking against.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. Carter, let me go on to Ambrose. Ambrose, go ahead. Ambrose, are you there? Yes.
Yeah. Mr. So, how you doing?
Hey, fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, first I'm going to go to the first station just made. I think the real make a mistake that he never fired most of these civil servants. Because everybody that was leaking or seeing Bob Murphy, the president, they are all opposition, and I can give you 10 of them I know them. Because they're my friend. They're working in government, they're not minister, but they are director, supervisor, and the Bob Murphy, the president, everything. So your whole part, all of them say that was a mistake on his part.
Okay.
So, Mr. Tony, I'm really confused with you.
Yeah.
Bob Murphy, president, you criticize the president. I know you love Joseph Walker, but how can you say you admire the president and you want him to not succeed? I think we're all supposed to be right there, right, the president. You know, it's not the president.
Andrew, you are not listening. I gave my reason. I gave my reason why I said he must be rejected.
Mr. Toe.
Yeah.
You know, I get to admire you. I really do love you and admire you sometimes. But you know, we're gonna be objective.
You see that? you see that one day I learned about your CD shit. The same thing I'm doing to president, where are you doing it to me? But my own. You say you admire me, but when it comes to me, you want to be ejected. But when it comes to president, you don't want me to be ejected. Oh, I love you, CD shit. Go ahead.
You can be objective, but you see, you're trying to get the scale against him. Because all of you're pointing out all his background, but you never tell us what Mr. Our uncle or our elderly man have done for Liberia. The 40 years that he has been in government. You can point to one of the things he has done, one of his accomplishments, his achievements. Okay. Why we should elect him? The only thing you come with, he's an experienced man, and he has done. So this one here, I don't have anything personal against Mr. Barker. I just see right now he's not the where Liberia is. He's not the person to deliver Liberia. And Mr. Barker had the CPP, which was a good framework for him to get the power or for the opposition to take power. But they went and scrapped the whole country because of greed. Okay. And he has not made any decision. Let me fair. It's not personal. You think a United Party should be in there with Stanton Watterson?
Andrew, don't bring that in here. That's not part of the conversation.
No, but that's the person that's influencing Liberia politics right now.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You see, but you will be there. You know, a normal society, somebody like that will not have a volume or will not have a voice to say anything to decide or contest it. You know, I'm not. Your sister, I love the we are. You see where you love it, you see where I love it. But I guess I support Mr. Kumi. But what do we have done for Liberia? Please, we need some president that have done some other construction or done some other similar stuff.
Okay. All right. Thanks for your view. Appreciate it. Let me go to Aaron. Aaron, are you there? Are you number 9?
Yeah, I'm online.
Okay.
How you doing?
Oh, fine. Thank you. What's on your mind?
Yeah. Well, I got a question for my brother Sissy, if he calls back or if he's still
on the line. He's listening. Sissy, they got a question for you.
Yeah, I want him to name, the civil servant that the president fired when he came.
But he didn't say that.
When he took office.
He didn't say that.
No, he said seditions were going. He said seditions were going from ministry to ministry, threatening people and stuff like that.
Yeah, but he didn't say the president fired them.
No, okay. Everywhere in the world, okay, every administration that comes to power, they bring in their own people. That's why they have their transition period. That's why they organize a transitional team to appoint people in government.
Okay.
They don't fire civil servants. Okay. President, we did not fire any civil servant. Okay, but there are a couple of other things I really want to talk about.
Go ahead. Just hold on. Let me merge this caller.
Yes.
Just hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute. Let it call be merged. Okay. All right. Why is it call going in and out?
Is this
okay?
Is it going out?
Okay. Okay. All right. Aaron, can you hear me? Aaron. Okay.
Failed.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Aaron. Go ahead. Aaron, are you there? My goodness. Okay. All right. Sissy, are you there? No. All right, guys, coming back. My system is going haywire here. Aaron, please call back and make your point. Sissy, okay, Sissy's calling. Okay, Sissy, hold on. Let Aaron call. Just hold on. And Aaron was trying to make his point. Aaron, call me back. Okay. Hold on, Sissy. Let me see if I can add Aaron back on there. Man, I don't know Aaron number now. Okay, Aaron, if you're there. But since Aaron was making some point here, like, and I was trying to say no, I don't believe you said that, President, we have fire civil service. Am I, was that miss? Did I miss something?
You know, my brother.
Okay,
Aaron
okay. I think Aaron is calling back. Okay, hold on 1 minute.
Let him come back. Let me educate him.
Okay. Okay, Aaron, is that you?
No, this is not Aaron.
Okay, this is who's this?
Yes.
Excuse me?
Sandy Coy calling from Philadelphia.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Sister, just hold on 1 minute. Let the Philadelphia guy make his comment. What's your point? Make it brief for us, please.
Yeah. I was just trying to go with Aaron, the guy who just you keep telling to call back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he got the president or CC clear, but CC they say, President, we have fired somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And I admire your show. My first time listening to you anyway. I was just going through Facebook and I saw your live. I see the main thing on and see you a little bit. And I got interested in all the listening that you listed on your good days from Joe. We have good day. You said a lot of good things about him.
Yep.
Which he did. He did a lot of good stuff. But with the crooks that he surrounded himself around, all that people that he put himself in that little corner with, that people that are messing him up, and he's a mess right now. I can tell you, I was a small boy growing up. George Weah was like the tools in the community.
Yeah.
Yep. I voted George Weah 2005. I voted George Weah 2011. I didn't vote in 2017 because I wasn't in Liberia anymore. I wanted to be like George Weah because George Weah came from the dungeon and became the person he was from history because he's way older than me. But we hear the story of George Weah. He came from nowhere to become somebody. And like me, I came from nowhere to be to where I am today. And bigger portion of me want to be like him tomorrow, even though he have failed along the way. But he's still a story for that.
So if the man were to come, and you were to come by 2029, will you vote for him?
I would never vote for him.
Mm.
Even this one, if I were in Liberia, I would not vote for Georgia.
Okay. I think what I'm going to say, and you have the right to disagree and say no, but this is what I'm going to say to you. The part that is in you and feel and believe in President Weah is still there. That would not be taken away because of 6 years or whatever it is. I believe that if President Weah were to come back, because right now I think you say he's failed, but if you were to sit down and people put all of his doing in terms of being the president of the Republic of Liberia, and you see clearly all of the things that was happening, I suspect that it won't take long for your mind to be changed about him. But we'll leave it like that. My brother, thank you. But please, the same spirit you had, the same way you still feel like he did wonderful, and many of you young people always idolize him and wanted to be like him, is still there. So I hope we keep it like that, and hopefully when the time comes that we will do it that way. But thank you for your call. Appreciate it, sir.
Thank you, bro.
Okay. Let me merge this. Sissy, let me merge this caller. I'm not too sure. Caller, go ahead. 404 number.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just called me off.
Sorry. I would you see that one thing about your CD. When you people must say me play, you can't be satisfied. How you your car and say you just come, you know what happened? I've been crying.
Because I was talking.
But because you're talking, you got colonized me. You see that one thing you put the LCD myself why we can make plan. How you just come and say you just cut me off? Yeah, begin. You're so near. But anyway, go ahead.
No, Mr. Toll. Mr. Toll, you know, President, we are got our country at heart. You know that deep down in your heart. And things going to change, okay? The second term, you don't have to vote for us, but things going to change. We know things.
Iran problem also.
Yeah,
okay.
that ain't now.
I asked you the question.
I still waiting for you. You come on in.
Yeah, some of the citizens that were going from office to office, I just want you to name one to me, please.
You see, Iran problem. You see, when you can't do their work, you might be all the other people show them to do the tabata. No, in their work, we don't do the tabata. No, so good about where now. It was so good I got called first before you because there's somebody else that listen. Never did I say that person we have fired somebody. Never.
No, Mr. Toll already corrected me on that.
Okay. And if you just had the last time you were pushing with you and say the election timetable, they were not out there. Your marketer had to call you back. There were abundant evidence.
Which election timetable? The campaign launch.
That is still part of the timetable. If you launching the campaign, part of your election timetable, don't do that thing.
Oh, that was
part of the election. So, so when there were evidence everywhere, in fact, at some point in time, citizens, there are videos where people were mad at Molu because you were not taking enough steps to enforce seditions. The video is everywhere. I have not accused President Weah of violating his oath. His oath of office is he has the right to appoint his core officer. That is his right. And you were trying to run to something and say in the country when somebody gets elected, they bring their team. Yes, you bring your team, but you don't bring civil servants. That is the reason why people listen. Civil servants are different from ministers and directors.
But the CDC government never brought civil servants either.
Nobody
they are the people.
Sometimes by listening to me, I have not said it did. But sometimes you gotta listen to tell here and not to respond. I did not say the man brought civil servants. I pivoted to the point you were trying to make that in their country when people get elected to bring their team. I said, yeah, you bring your team, but you don't bring civil servants. And that was the reason some of were pushing against seditions who were asking for the president to fire civil servants. That is the point I was making, man. But I see the argument you want to hire, but just because I called Joe Weah, the whole blood pressure go on.
I tell you what.
No, my blood pressure ain't going on. but yeah, so Mr.
I will collect some of my money for you. Put it on money to watch you play football.
Mr. Toll, let me lay my thought right here. Lastly,
go ahead.
Lastly, let me frank with the discourse. You know the part of people criticize everything that CDC does, right? But they will come out and do the same thing. The same things. 18 trailers. I got all the pictures. I can send it to you. 18 flat belt with people hanging on it. You see the people came from Monrovia? No.
You come and go to a crowd. You come to go to a crowd business again, Aaron.
I feel with you,
Yesterday, they were criticizing, saying, "Oh, we got the crowd, we got the crowd."
Aaron, I spent almost 20 minutes clapping and appreciating CDC here from the beginning.
Yes, we gave your chance. We did. We gave your chance. We are peaceful people.
So you heard me saying that. Yeah. So now why are you going to come back now and talk about crowd, who pulled in, why, who? Let that one go. Yeah.
Because I was not online yesterday, so I'm just trying to give my own analysis.
Oh.
Yeah. Whole rally, that's all.
Aaron, you remind me of my uncle. One of my uncle, he used to like to fight. And so there's one time he was he went hunting. So why told town and one other town were playing, I want to call it town knee, and there was a fight, big time fight. And so when he came, the fight was over. So he was angry. So he went way in front of the the road and stopped the car. He said, I was not here when you started fighting. Yeah, now everybody your countdown will gotta fight before you go. Same thing you do that because you didn't make comment yesterday and we'll finish with it. Now you want to come down. He said, no, that one that's not real one. That's my time now. Go ahead, make your yesterday comment to be retroactive. Go ahead, my brother.
I'm done with that. You know,
Okay.
I'm done with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Well, let me just say this here to you and many other sedition. I think, and I'm not saying that as to you guys as a sedition, but as Liberian. I think this one here, you guys had it on some of us because I thought, to be honest with you, I thought that CDC or people were going to act like sedition to go out and try to disturb yesterday, but you didn't do that. And this also speak to Mono involvement with CDC. Remember one time I was on here last week or week before where I said that when I went to CDC headquarters and I asked Mono that up to this time, because at that time, 2017, people, they were going to quote from quote to quote, they haven't truly declared President we had a winner, what have you. And I said, why up to this time that you guys have not been in the street? Because that's what he said, he told me, Mr. To, the people expect us to be rude. We would teach them that we are not people who get in the street without purpose. We would wait because we know we won the election. We're going to wait. We're not going to do anything the code is in. And this is maturity for all of us as Liberians. And that's why I was saying thanks to all of you.
Give credit to the president, especially the president. He's our leader.
I gave him credit,
yeah.
but that does not mean that he must be re-elected. I gave him credit for that.
Well, I know. I already said it. I know you. I mean, you can praise the president, but then later on you come on and get him on the court and all of that.
No, it's not like that. It's not that, Aaron. Let me be honest, because many of you, I mean, I'm older than most of you anyway. But let's be frank here a little bit. The president, this is my belief, and I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, Liberian people, they proved me wrong before. They say you're wrong. We won the president. They did it before. They might do it again. I have no hatred against the president, but I truly believe that by him bringing people in, and you heard me earlier that I was talking both sides of my mouth. 1 minute I blame him, another minute I don't blame him. But here's the issue. The president we have looked around. Don't tell me that these people that he kept in these offices for the last 5+ years, that they are the only qualified Liberians. And that's not true. If people are not producing, get rid of them. Not necessarily throwing them in a gutter to go hungry. And that's what president we are having problem, because it's not within his nature to look at people to fire them. He doesn't do that. That's not what, but this is what this job called for. If the person is not there to help you move the country forward, bring somebody else. You can keep the person somewhere else. And this is what the president refused to do. And look at Maria yesterday. When it rained, when it rained, look at the street. The water was at the waist level. Where in Monrovia that you will allow water to be at the waist level? Public work. That place they were at, they're right in front of public work. And if people have no means, Liberia, you see the sea level elevation, sea level that's 0. Well, anything else that is not sea level is higher than sea level. You want to tell me they can't dump into Sony? That you're going to allow water to stay in the street that will go to waist level? For what? And these are the people you're still keeping in public work to do what? They are inept. They're not doing nothing. That's the point that I'm making. But anyhow, that's what I'm saying. The president must be denied. Not necessarily.
Yeah, but I want you to understand, what you might deem unproductive, somebody else might see it.
Aaron. The president that saw the water, yes. How you look at the water in the street, then you call that production? Or productive?
No. I'm not talking about just that particular stuff. I'm talking about the entire government in its entirety.
Okay.
That the people not performing and stuff like that. Maybe he doesn't see it that way.
Okay.
You seeing it that way.
Okay.
So him, he feels that the people he appointed, they're doing the work. If people who didn't do the work, they were dismissed. They were transferred.
Where in Liberia? Where in Liberia he dismissed somebody that they don't have no argument with? Where? Who he dismissed because they pull for performance? Where? I see it.
Maybe there was no poor performances.
Oh, wrong. In Liberia, if your sedition think there's no pope that will give trouble, then we in trouble. Anyway.
No, we're not saying no. We're not. I said maybe.
Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe that Aaron, that maybe I will eat. That maybe I will take in a grocery store to eat. I'm beginning. Look, this is what this.
If I mean, if I mean, just see people have to tell you.
No, I sedition and
you
people.
will join us. The second term you will join us.
Okay.
Trust me.
All right.
You will join us.
Okay.
We know people.
Okay. Let me take this other color. Here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
I don't want to make a quick point. Yeah. Make a quick point that you just asked.
Yeah. Go ahead. The what?
Mr. Wilson Tapper got removed from Mr. Wilson Tapper got removed from.
He got removed or he took himself out. Man, your man think we stupid, man.
No,
Wilson Tapper.
Thank you, Ambrose. Thank you.
No, but your man do not count. Wilson Tapper ain't got removed. Wilson Tapper moved himself.
No, he was transferred. Yeah, he was transferred. He was pushed. Yeah, he was transferred. Yeah.
Because most likely, Wilson Tapper wanted to be transferred. That's all it is. We can't remove Wilson Tapper as a uncle. I beg you, man. You think we don't know? We know these things, man.
He removed Wilson Tapper.
He removed him.
Wilson Tapper and company to environmental. You think Wilson Tapper wanted to be environmental director?
No.
The minister.
Okay. All right. Okay.
No, Mr. Tony. You see, Mr. Tapper wanted to be director instead of minister.
Oh, okay. All right. Like I said, right now, the song I got, our past sorry, our man fool us. That is song I got. So I'm not here to reply with you tonight. And what you see that one thing about labor, yo. The last time we're not telling it's saying everybody was not congratulating you guys to say you did well. So yeah, man, I said what kind of thing.
I got system man in my mind. I want this supporting 2029 if you don't taking this year. But for now, I'm gonna wait to see.
That system only enjoy and go to your mud country mosquito infected country.
No, but because so the first thing is like even because I don't have eloquent or
no, I'm just kidding. That country will be better. That country will be better. Yes. So I appreciate it.
Needs all of our help. Every one of us got to put hands together.
Mr. Thor, let me just say this to you. You know, Dr. Sony was one of our disciplinary. But if you can see, he handled agriculture, education ministry, and he can't function. Dr. Sony asked people that guided for LU back in the day, and said, hey, you know Dr. Sony? And they explain about him. But I'm very surprised and disappointed in him.
Okay.
For the level of disciplinary that he was.
Okay. All right, guys, let me get out of here. I won't be on tomorrow. I will. I hope maybe say if he's less busy tomorrow because he's very, very busy a few times. If he can carry it, that's fine. If not, we'll be by Thursday. And Thursday, I'm taking on the opposition because there are some things I want the opposition to understand that they shouldn't just take the thing and think that they got it under control. They finish winning the election. If they do that, some of us we're gonna have to pack our Katosa and go back to Totown. As simple as that. But anyway, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Good night. Good night, folks. All right. Okay, folks. Again, Samson to LeBron Public Radio. It's been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful show. So let's listen to the old man one more time before we close.
Amen. Now we need to wake us up. Take away.
Okay, there you have it, folks. Samson told LeBron Public Radio. Again, it's been a wonderful evening. Sissy, thank you very much for sharing this. I'm not too sure why Facebook is behaving towards Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg know that from Total. That one ain't let me for. Yeah, Alfonso the friend. Yeah, Alfonso saw the friend. That one, Alfonso saw Amon Judge the good friend. That one ain't let me for. He doing the kind of thing to me. But no, Sissy, on a very serious note, thank you very much for sharing, helping me out again tonight. We appreciate it. Folks, those of you that call Aaron, Carter, Ambrose, and many of you that are listening and tune in, we say thank you very much. We appreciate it. Because of your support, we will be here every night almost. Thank you very much. I won't be here tomorrow, as I stated, but I'll be back Wednesday. Mr. So will be here. I will be back Thursday. Mr. So will be here Wednesday with the crew, of course. Wonderful thing will happen on Mr. So Watch, as usual. I want to thank all of you and say good night, folks. It's been a wonderful evening. Let's continue to pray for one another. Most importantly, let's pray for our country. And let us all be proud the way our countrymen presented themselves yesterday, both sedition and Unity Party members. I couldn't be more proud than that. That it was wonderful. I think like yesterday, not because of the crowd for the Unity Party, please don't get me wrong about that one, but the fact that they were even able to do that without fwent from CDC. It's the moment for the historian will write this. Just 3 weeks ago, CDC or carrying casket after they saw the old man, they opened the old man window, they saw the old man eating toboggi, then they went outside and started carrying casket with a picture on it. And now they seen people yesterday, they didn't come outside. They let Unity Party have their day in the rain. Why will you not be proud as Liberian? Thank you. Good night, folks.
Sakire ojo tape se ya mo wasibare nana mo wasibare nuko kubajira yari mo wasibare